From Dolores possibly being the villain of the whole movie to the moment Mirabel may have erased her own gift, today we're breaking down 10 Encanto details nobody noticed. But first, if you love Mirabel, drop a butterfly emoji. And if you're a Disney fan, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Number 1, is Dolores the real villain of Encanto? Everyone says Encanto has no villain, but there's someone who comes very close. Start with what Dolores' gift actually does. She has enhanced hearing, and the film shows us how extreme it is. She can hear falling sand, and she tells Mirabel outright that she can hear Luisa's eye twitching. So when Mirabel tried to warn everyone that the magic was fading and the walls were cracking, Dolores almost certainly heard all of it. She said nothing. She didn't defend Mirabel. She let her stand there alone and get treated like she was making it up because she wanted the family to lose the miracle. And it goes further. Dolores knew Bruno was living inside the walls the entire time and never said a word because she knew that if Mirabel found him, they could fix the miracle. Then there's the dinner. Dolores is the one who immediately announces that Mirabel is in Bruno's vision of the casita falling, blowing up Isabela's proposal in front of everyone. Which brings us to the motive. She's in love with Mariano, and Isabela was about to be engaged to him. And her name? Look up Dolores in Spanish. It means pains. But the strangest detail comes right at the end. When Mirabel paints the new family door, every single person on it is smiling, except her. So, is she the real villain? Number 2. What's hiding inside Dolores' room? We see almost every Madrigal's magical room. We never see Dolores's. So what's in there? The popular guess is that it's soundproofed, a quiet space where she can finally escape the constant noise. Except the movie rules that out. Dolores tells Mirabel she could hear Luisa's eye twitching all night. If she had a room that blocked sound, she'd have been in it. So look at the concept art instead. In one frame, Dolores is holding a guitar. In another, she's playing a harp, which suggests her room was designed to be full of instruments, possibly built to resemble a concert hall. And that's a far better answer than silence. For someone who can't switch her hearing off, peace doesn't come from removing sound. It comes from being able to choose the sound. Her room wouldn't be an escape from her gift. It'd be the one place she gets to use it on her own terms. Number 3, Easter eggs. You completely missed Encanto is stuffed with references. Here are the ones that fly past. Disney's Good Luck Charm, Pixar has John Ratzenberger. Disney has Alan Tudyk, who has appeared in every Disney animated feature since Wreck-It Ralph in 2012. In Encanto, he plays Pico, the toucan Mirabel befriends while exploring Bruno's tower, a real football match. One of Bruno's TV shows is broadcasting the 1990 FIFA World Cup, specifically the match where Freddy Rincon scored Colombia's equalizer against West Germany in stoppage time. It even features El Cole, a real fan who became famous for attending Colombian national team games dressed as a bird in the national colors, Mrs. Deadfish. In We Don't Talk About Bruno, one woman mentions Bruno predicting the death of her fish. Co-director Jared Bush revealed that although it's never said on screen, her name is Señora Pez Muerto, which translates to Mrs. Deadfish. The 3 kids are real people. The 3 children who pester Mirabel at the start are all named after crew members. Cecilia is named after co-director Carissa Castro-Smith's newborn baby. Alejandra is named after the guide who took the crew around Colombia, and the coffee-drinking kid is named for Jose Huicho Velázquez, the designer behind Mirabel's incredibly detailed dress. Number 4, the Wall E Easter egg in Bruno's room. And this might be the best thing hidden in the entire movie. Bruno spent 10 years living inside the walls of the casita. When we finally get into his little living area, there's something on the shelf behind him that almost everyone walks past. A small brown boot with a plant growing out of it. The only other place we've ever seen that exact boot with that exact plant is Wall-E. It's the same plant Wall-E uses to prove that Earth is safe to live on again. And here's why it fits Bruno perfectly. He can see the future. So the theory is that he kept seeing that boot and that plant in his visions over and over without ever fully understanding why. So he just kept replanting it whenever it regrew, because some part of him knew the world was going to need it one day, which would mean a man sealed inside a wall in Colombia was quietly protecting the plant that saves the planet centuries later. Number 5, are Encanto and Coco the same world? And if Bruno's shelf is opening doors between universes, it isn't the only one. Look at what Encanto and Coco actually share. In Coco, Miguel's family has one strict, absolute rule: no music. In Encanto, the Madrigals have one strict, absolute rule: everyone uses their gift for the family. Both films are about a kid breaking a rule that an entire family has organized itself around, but that's just theme. Here's the real proof. During Waiting on a Miracle, look at the background. There's a piñata of Miguel from Coco hanging up, and in Coco, there's a poster for The Incredibles 2 on a wall. So Encanto points at Coco, and Coco points at The Incredibles, which suggests all of these films occupy one shared world. Could the Riveras and the Madrigals be distant relatives? Let me know what you think. Number 6, the hidden Mickeys. Nobody spots 3. Visual details buried in the frame: the double Mickey, During Waiting on a Miracle, a hidden Mickey appears twice. Blink and you'll miss both. The blooming cactus. When Mirabel visits Isabela's room, watch the cactus. It blooms into the iconic Mickey Mouse shape. The man in the background. And watch behind Dolores and Mirabel in one shot. There's a figure sneaking past who very much should not be out of the walls, yay. Number 7. Is the candle Atlantean technology? We all know Encanto's magic comes from the candle. Nobody ever asks where the candle's power came from. So here's a theory that reaches much further than anyone expects. What if it's an artifact from Atlantis? Line them up. Both stories are built around a mysterious glowing energy source. The Atlanteans used theirs to power an entire civilization, and the Madrigal's magic literally powers and animates the casita. Both were granted to people in a time of war. The Encanto's miracle appears the night Abuela's husband is killed by soldiers. But here's the part that makes this genuinely hard to dismiss. In Atlantis, the power source is sentient. It doesn't just sit there, it chooses who wields it, which is exactly what the candle does. It selects each child, it decides who gets a gift and what that gift is, and it very deliberately withheld one from Mirabel. So what if the Encanto was never a miracle at all, but a piece of lost Atlantean technology that ended up in the mountains of Colombia, still doing exactly what it was built to do? Number 8. Where Encanto actually came from. Encanto didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of a book. The film is built on the literary genre of magical realism, where magical elements sit inside an otherwise completely realistic world. Nobody treats them as strange. They're just part of daily life. That's the entire tone of Encanto, and most of that inspiration comes from one novel, 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Encanto takes that symbol and makes it the emotional signature of the whole film, most prominently when Abuela Alma and Mirabel finally reconcile. So the butterflies on every poster and every piece of merchandise aren't a Disney invention. Number 9. Why Abuela favors Isabela. Here's the thing that always bothered me. Abuela clearly favors Isabela, but why her? Look at Luisa. Her gift is superhuman strength, which is objectively far more useful than making flowers appear. And how does the family treat her? Like a pack mule. She's worked into the ground and barely ever thanked. Meanwhile, Isabela gets everything. Check the door portraits. She's the only one Abuela is actually smiling at. Now watch how Abuela treats her. She plucks a single white flower out of Isabela's hair because it doesn't match the pink ones. That's the level of control we're talking about. And favoritism isn't a gift here. It's a weight. Isabela has to be flawless at all times, and she's being pushed toward one specific man. So why Mariano? Because Mariano is intensely focused on family, exactly like Abuela, and because he bears a striking resemblance to her late husband, Pedro. Now look at Abuela when she was young. She looks a lot like Isabela. Put it together, and it isn't favoritism at all. Abuela is trying to live the life she lost, the marriage the soldiers took from her through her granddaughter. Isabela was never being spoiled. She was being cast. Number 10. Did Mirabel erase her own gift? And here's the detail that might explain the entire movie. Everyone knows Mirabel is the only Madrigal without a gift. Nobody explains why. Not the film, not Abuela, not the candle. But watch Antonio's ceremony very carefully. Before Antonio reaches for his door, he touches the candle. That contact happens first, and then the door lights up and his gift appears. Now go back to Mirabel's ceremony as a child and ask a simple question. What if she did exactly the same thing, touched the candle, and then wiped her hand before she reached the doorknob? A little kid, nervous, palms sweating, wiping her hands on her dress before the biggest moment of her life, the most ordinary gesture in the world. And in doing it, wiping away the magic she was supposed to carry to that door, which would mean nobody rejected Mirabel, the candle didn't refuse her, the house didn't judge her, and every cold look Abuela ever gave her was built on nothing at all. She just wiped her hands. Did anyone else catch this? Let me know in the comments. And that's it! Which one surprised you the most? A theory or a tiny detail? Let me know in the comments. If you want the next part, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're uncovering even more secrets next time.